of AI is on work itself. Nearly every expert estimates that the nature of work would be drastically transformed. Whole professions could disappear. Jobs that do not yet exist might become mainstream in a short time. Middle-level jobs are most likely to disappear, while we may see a marginal increase in highly skilled jobs. For example, today the UK is saying that if somebody has AI skills, please give them a fast-track visa and bring them into the country. We need such expertise. But on the other hand, legal assistants, because AI can do the job of going through hundreds and thousands of cases and coming up with the correct legal advice, which human beings can't, their jobs will disappear. So all the cognitive type of repetitive jobs will be better done by robots, and therefore those are likely to disappear. And that's why human beings need to skill in areas where only humans can contribute and nobody else. So how does this education sector prepare learners for these types of things which are happening very quickly? In this scenario, learners will need to skill and reskill themselves. Learners will need to move back and forth from academia to employment. Today they leave the university, go and start doing some work. They'll need to be reskilled, come back to the university and go back to employment. This will give rise to the network of multiversities. Micro-qualifications, micro-credentials will be as important as degrees, because they don't need to do the degree again. They'll just need a micro-credential for the new skill which they have learned. The faculty will also have to become lifelong learners to keep pace with these changes, and the focus will be on acquiring knowledge and skills in the new modes of delivery and pedagogy. So within these uncertainties, how can we equip learners to deal with the future? 3 essential literacies have been proposed by Joseph Aung. First, the human literacy. Prepare students to perform jobs that only human beings can do. Human literacy will help them to make ethical choices, equip them for social engagement through effective communication. All learners must have adequate exposure to humanities and liberal arts. And in the US, in the medical schools, they are already bringing great literature as part of the curriculum, because they want the doctors to learn the skill of empathy. How does the human mind work? How do they have to deal with human beings? So they are bringing, great literature which deals with in-depth with human characters. So I think things are already moving in that direction. Data literacy is again very essential in a world, everything is data-driven now. Learners must be able to find meaning in the flood of information around us. How do you pick up the wheat from the chaff? That's the question. And we have to teach our learners to be able to do that. Technological literacy is the third literacy which is essential if we are to understand machines and their uses. We don't have to go under the bonnet, but we should know exactly what machines are capable of, how we as educators can use them. Learners must be able to deploy software and hardware in order to maximize their powers to achieve and to create. Finally, let us look ahead and reimagine learning in the area of digital transformation. Learning how to learn will be the biggest skill that we can give to our learners. But learning also presupposes the learner. So who is this learner that we are talking about?